Raw material must go through the cleaning process before they enter into the processing stage. The level of impurities in this product is different, as well as the cleaning procedures, for example, for cleaning potatoes, carrots, or wheat are mainly focused on cleaning the sand and stones or even metal parts. The range of raw material contaminants is very large, but the main ones are parts of plant, for example, such as leaves or branches. Sands, here we can mention stones, little stones, or metallic particles. Insects and their eggs, pesticides and fertilizers, microorganisms and their toxins, etc. The development of harvesting techniques has made it possible to increase the rate of mineral, plant, or animal and chemical pollution due to the harvesting mechanization. After all, cleaning is essentially a physical separation between contaminants and food units. There are a number of cleaning methods available, classified as dry cleaning methods, wet cleaning methods, and peeling. Dry cleaning methods. The main methods of dry cleaning are based on screens, aspiration, and magnetic separation or magnetic cleaning. These dry methods are generally less expensive than wet methods and tend to be less effective in terms of cleaning efficiency. In dry methods, major problem is the recontamination of dusty material, as well as the risk of dust explosion and fires, so it is necessary to take precautions to avoid these hazards before carrying out dry cleaning. The screens are size separators in the form of sieves based on perforated beds or wire mesh. Dry cleaning methods based on cleaning techniques are divided into two types. Scalping, when contaminants are larger than nutrients, for example, straw from cereal grains or legumes, and twigs from peas. And the second type is the dusting, when contaminants are smaller than products, take for example sand or powder from potatoes. Dry cleaning methods do not perform complete cleaning, but usually these methods are used for preliminary cleaning stage. Aspiration is accomplished through the use of aerodynamic properties of the food and the contaminants. This system is limited by the size of the raw materials unit and is mainly used for cleaning legumes and grains. The principle of this method is to feed the raw material with a carefully controlled flow of air. Using different air velocities, it is possible to separate materials with different densities. High density material will drop down, while low density material will move away from the pressure of the air. These cleaning methods provide high separation, but requires lots of energy for the air streams. The last method is magnetic cleaning, which is used to remove various metal parts or particles that may be found in raw material. These contaminants might be found in raw material because of mechanized harvesting or picked up during transport, and this method is cleaning is accomplished using electromagnets. Well, these metal particles pose a risk to the consumer, but they can also damage the processing machinery of raw materials. For examples, in cereal mills, metal detectors or electromagnets are usually placed in front of the sensitive processing equipment. Wet cleaning methods. Cleaning using wet methods is most effective when large amounts of soil are required to be removed, and these methods are especially essential if detergents are used. Wet cleaning is an expensive method as large amounts of high purity water are required, and therefore water treatment and reuse is advisable to reduce costs. Usually, when raw materials are cut into small pieces, the water used for washing is accompanied by sanitizing chemicals such as chlorine or citric acids or ozone, which not only purify the raw material from the contaminated materials, but also act to reduce enzymatic activity. For the cleaning of raw materials such as potatoes, carrots, it is necessary to use the soaking method as a preliminary stage for the softening of soil and partial removal of strong contaminants such as stones or other contaminants. For the realization of these methods are used concrete tanks, which can be equipped with a mixer for agitating water for better cleaning. When dealing with highly sensitive products such as berries or salad that need to be cleaned even internally, may be helpful the use of sparking air through the system. Using hot water or including detergents improve cleaning efficiency, especially when the contaminants are mineral oil. Spray washing is a method used for a wide range of raw materials. Factors affecting the qualitative performance of these methods are the volume of water used, its temperature, the time used for the cleaning process, and the size or volume of raw materials. The volume of raw materials is very important because if their sizes are small, cleaning process will be more effective than in large materials which need to be rotated so that the whole surface is presented to the spray. Flotation washing. The use of the flotation washing method has proved to be positive as it is used for distinguishing features between food units and contaminants. For example, healthy fruit usually float in water, such as fruit, peas, etc., while contaminants or rotten fruits sink into the water. In addition to its efficiency, this method has a major disadvantage. It has a high cost as it uses a large quantity of water which cannot be recycled. If we use this method with hot water together with rotating brushes for a period 10 to 30 seconds, makes possible to replace the use of different cleaning chemicals. But hot water ensures also the elimination of pathogens on the surface of the raw materials. Fungicides are also permitted in these cleaning methods. The third method of cleaning process is peeling. The objective of peeling is to remove unwanted material from fruits and vegetables. The cleaning process is usually associated with the process of peeling. Mechanical peeling methods use some principle for removing the skins, like steam, which is especially suitable for root crops, the use of high-pressure steam for a certain time, as well as water spray makes possible to the peeling of the products. Lye solution, immersion of raw material in 1 to 2% alkaline solution enables softening of the skin, which can be removed by water spray. However, with this method there's a risk of the damage to the product. Abrasion peeling. This method uses carborundum rollers. With washing water the skin is removed. It is an effective method, but requires uniformity of the size of the raw material because it might have large loses. Mechanical knives are suitable for citrus peeling, and flame peeling is useful mostly for onions or garlic, whose outer layers are burned, and with high pressure of hot water the skin is removed. Sorting and grading are two terms that are widely used in the food industry. Sorting is called the separation of different types of fruit from the fruit lot, and this separation is based on a single measurable property of the raw material, while grading is the assessment of the overall quality of food using a number of attributes. Grading of fresh produce may also be defined as sorting according to quality. Criteria and methods of sorting are based on the physical properties of each fruit and vegetable. And let's have a look at some of the properties of raw materials that affect and helps the sort products. Weight is the first criteria. It is usually the most precise method used for sorting. Many foods can be classified because of their weight. The weighing of raw materials in the industry is accomplished in various ways, especially given the forms and delicacy that these products have. A disadvantage of weight sorting is relatively long time required per unit. Size is the second criteria. Sorting by size is the least precise method compared to sorting by weight. Size categories could involve a number of physical parameters, including diameter, length, etc. Sorting by size in industry usually is done by using, for example, sieve with different diameters. Sorting by shape is preferable to use when raw materials are similar in size and weight to contaminants. For example, in coffee beans, often during harvest, can be mixed with other seeds. Density can be a marker of sustainability for certain processes. Usually, sorting by density can be achieved by using flotation in brine at different concentrations. Photometric characteristics usually mean the color characteristics of raw material. Color is often a good indicator of maturity, the presence of defects, as well as the degree of processing. Manual sorting of raw materials by color is done in various forms, but it turns out to be very expensive. For years, highly accurate photocells have been used to compare the reflection of food units to process standards and can detect defective or incorrectly colored to facilitate and speed up the work in the industry. Blanching is an important step for mild heat treatment to increase the preservation and quality of fruits and vegetables by inactivating enzymes that can cause loss of flavor and color. Blanching consists of heating the food rapidly to a predetermined temperature, holding for a specific time, then cooling rapidly or passing immediately to the next processing stage. Mechanism and purposes of blanching. Blanching is a thermal process that enables the destruction of cells both physically and metabolically. Due to heat processing, during the blanching process, enzyme degradation occurs, as well as damage to the cytoplasm and membrane, which are permeable to water and solution. Water and solution, by moving in and out of the cell, makes possible the loser of nutrients for the tissue. As the membrane is destroyed, all the organelles of the cell begin to move freely and irregularly, interacting within the cell. The main purpose of blanching is to inactivate enzymes, which through their activity would lead to lower quality of processed product. Inactivation of enzyme prior to sterilization process is very important, as severe processing will virtually destroy any activity of the enzyme, but it may take a considerable time before the food can obtain the proper heat and temperature. So, quality can be better maintained if enzymes are destroyed prior to sterilization processes by techniques such as canning. During blanching, it is important to enable inactivation of enzymes that degrade the quality of raw material, the parameters most affected by enzymatic activity, that are aroma, color, nutrients, etc. The major enzymes found in raw materials are peroxidase, catalase, and lipoxygenase. Peroxidase is a high temperature resistant enzyme, so it is used as an indicator of blanching effectiveness. Although, if a small percentage of it remains active for some products, this may be acceptable. Processing conditions. During the processing blanching process, it is necessary to control the working parameters to avoid any possible loss of structure, loss of color, loss of weight, etc. By destroying the membrane, most of the nutrients that can be dissolved in water will get out and makes happen the loss of nutrients for the tissues. Some other nutrients can also be destroyed due to high temperatures, such as ascorbic acid, part of which is also oxidized. In fact, ascorbic acid is the nutrient that is most controlled when talking about the blanching process, as it incorporates a good portion of the changes that can be caused by blanching to the nutritional value of the fruits. The raw material handling conditions for the blanching process are intended to minimize nutrient losses, degradation because of high temperature, etc. In general, practice has shown that steam blanching system can cause less loss of nutrients compared to immersion systems. The time and temperature during blanching should be kept at those values where they can provide balance between maintaining the quality characteristics of the raw material and avoiding overprocessing. Factors that might be considered when determining conditions for blanching are fruit or vegetable properties, especially thermal conductivity, blanching effect required for the processed products, for example, achieving a specific level of peroxidase inactivation, retaining a specific proportion of vitamin C, etc. Size and shape of food pieces, the method of heating and temperature of blanching process. Time and temperature combination vary widely because for different foods and different processes, so they must be determined for each treatment case. Although the standard time is approximately 1 to 15 minutes and at 70 till 100 degrees. Blanching equipment. Conventional steam blanching consists on conveying the material through an atmosphere of steam in a tunnel. In this case, if raw materials are not distributed carefully, treatment will not be uniform. The two main conventional models of hot water blender are reel and pipe models. In reel blanchers, food is fed into a rotating drum partially immersed in hot water. The heating time is determined by the rotational speed. There are two main commercial forms of heat generation in equipment during blanching: use of saturating steam or hot water. Also, the cooling process of after blanching is carried out with water or air. During water cooling, nutrients may leak due to their water solubility and membrane breakdowns. But we will also gain the weight due to water absorption. While cooling with air, the opposite happens with the weight loss due to evaporation, but the nutrients are stored much better. Well, this was the lesson for today. If you want to get more information about post-harvesting handling practices, you can browse through these literatures that are listed on the screen. Well, thank you for your attention and see you on the next lesson.